Mo's made a beat again.
Hello. Welcome in. It's Birds of a Feather podcast with your boy Q City, man. Hey, coming to y'all live and direct from a huge Hawks win. Loving it. Taj, you guys a little under the weather. So I know usually we drop in the pod on Wednesday. It will drop on Thursday this week, but ATL will drop as well. And you guys should get the betting pod. So bunch of content coming at your way. But let's get into this game. Game winner by ice cold Trey Young. 24 points, 20 assists. Huge game. 2020 type of game. I was fully prepared to get on here. Well, I was prepared to get on here a little later, right? Because I just knew that game was going to overtime. But I was fully prepared to get on here and talk about the fact that, like, we cannot hold a lead. It was a problem early in the year. We saw it rear its head, especially against some of the better competition. I saw early on in this game, I was like, bro, we're going to be in a dogfight with the Jazz. The Jazz are terrible this year. The Jazz are actively trying to lose. The Jazz are somewhat involved in a tampering thing, but it's not really tampering yet because he doesn't actually play for the league yet. Quick side note. All right, so for y'all that don't know the situation, NIL is kind of like free game, right? Like they can pay these kids however much they want. They paid a kid basically to go to BYU, and then they're going to tank this season and they have 5 picks. Over the course of the next 2 years, they have an extra 5 picks, and they're going to try basically to ensure that this kid, AJ Dimbanzana, I'm killing his last name, is going to end up in Utah. It's going to end up in Utah Jazz. They paid him like $7 million to go to BYU, and the Jazz are going to try to draft him. It's manipulation. I don't know if it's tampering. Either way, the Jazz are actively trying to be bad. You know what I'm saying? So when we started out early, jumped out to about a 14-point lead, I'm like, oh yeah, this is the game. By the end of the first quarter, it was down to 5 or 6, because Patty Mills came in and decided to go just 3 crazy. And I was like, yo, this is going to be a dogfight of a game versus the Utah Jazz. And that it was. The second quarter, halftime, I think we were up 6, but that was really due to a late 3. And then at the end of the third, we were up 3. Could have been up 6. Garrison Matthews had a huge steal. Went for the shot, didn't take it. Garrison Matthews is the epitome of knowing your role, though. I think he was 3 for 10 or 3 for 11 on the night. Every single one of his shots was a 3. I don't think he didn't shoot a no. He shot a short 2 off a rebound. Yeah, he shot 1, 2 off a rebound, but yeah, 9 of his shots was threes. Know your role. Go in there. I love the fact when they're falling is great. Um, I don't think he had any shots tonight that I just felt like, that was crazy. Bogey had 1/2 when he could have swung, but I think he was trying to get himself going. We needed this win. We needed this win. This road trip has been terrible. Um, we did the Nuggets and Lakers, you guys. I didn't do the Clippers. First off, Kawhi wasn't supposed to play. Then he did, and they beat the brakes off of us. I think it was like a 29-point game. It was worse than that. That was a terrible game. And what made it even worse is on a road trip with it being a terrible game, you really shot your load. No diddy, but like you really put your guys out there. You know what I'm saying? So tonight you didn't have the full staple of guys. Trey showed up on the injury report. So did Bogey. Both of them played, but obviously Kobe's out. Obviously, with the hand, I see it. Larry, yeah, obviously Larry's out right now. And then we still got Buddy out for personal reasons. I don't know if he's ever going to join the team, but either way, either way. But Jalen was out tonight, right? And I have noticed, as most people have, that like the Jalenless games are getting very, very drastic in understanding his worth and his like impact on the game. And he's right up under 20 points. He's got 10 rebounds, 4 or 5 assists. He's an all-star to me, man. And it's hard to pick someone, like it's hard to get 6 over him, in my opinion. It's hard to get 6 full front court people over him, in my opinion. Trey is most definitely an all-star, right? Like he's he's balling right now. Dre is good in his role. He had 17 points tonight. Didn't feel like it. It felt like his shot was off. It was really off in the Clippers game, and like it still kind of felt off. Veet Veet was part of Veet has been part of the unit that I've called like one of the most dreadful units. With him moving, with Jalen out tonight, Ricochet sliding down, and Veet moving into the starting lineup, he was kind of kept off of that. Garrison Matthews took that. But that no trade, no Jalen lineup with Dyson basically running the one, and then instead of Garrison out there, you would have had, or instead of Bogey being out there, a lot of the times you've had Veet out there, and it's Dyson at the one, Bogey at the 2/3, Garrison Matthew at the 2/3. Those two your wings, Oneku and Dre out there, right? And they called it a certain lineup today, maybe chaos lineup or something like that. But basically, they were talking about the fact that like this offense doesn't run set plays. It's really just like a drive and kick offense. Really focus on slashing and perimeter shooting, which I get. They move incredibly fast with that lineup on the floor, but like it's a double-edged sword, right? Because you are really just hunting for 3 opportunities, and that tonight allowed Utah to get back into the game. Right? Dyson's layup package is Hey, there we go. So it really had you sitting here like, yo, what is this man doing? You know what I'm saying? If y'all got disconnected, it should come back on momentarily. So I'm not finna cap to you. I have full confidence in when Trey's on the floor. I have full confidence when Jalen's on the floor, and we're kind of fitting pieces around it. My favorite lineup is um, Trey. I kind of want Bogey in there, but I love Dyson for the defense. So if I had to pick, my favorite lineup is Trey, Dyson, and then I'm taking Dre. Like those minutes where Dre's off the bench, um, Jalen at the four, and then actually Oneku over Clint. Clint's great in terms of feeding off Trey in the pick and rolls. Sometimes the kind of crowds takes away what Jalen does best, being down there. And Oneku is at least showing the ability to hit the corner three. So I just that's my favorite lineup right there. But like I'm Big O, I'm not gonna fight you if you want to put Clint in that lineup. Either way, that's your most successful, right? It makes sense to start Zach because he gets going. 14 points tonight. The broadcast pointed out that like he's becoming a reliable double digit scorer, and like yeah, that's healthy. That's what you need, right? Like he's the number one overall pick, but this is not his team. I've seen some impressive passing ability. He had no assist tonight, but like he had like a behind the back pass in the post to was it Clint? Who just like didn't finish. Did he get fouled or he smoked it? I don't know. Either way, he's shown some impressive like passing chops, right? Like some good vision. He's shown a bunch of willingness on defense. He got elbowed in the face tonight because he tried to go chase down, block somebody. So I feel like he's coming along. He's coming along fine. By the end of the season, I think he's going to be around a 12, 13 point scorer. He's average, just as his height and his activity around the ball, he gonna walk out of bed and get you 4 or 5 rebounds. You know what I'm saying? Like just rolling out of bed. So like if season 1 you end with 12 and a half, close to 13 points, 5, close to 6 rebounds, and 2 assists, I feel like 19 years old, that's 19, 20 years old. That's a pretty good rookie season. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in LeBron will come out doing 25 and 5. Hey, come on, man. Who does that? Who does that? Like most people, you gotta temper your expectations. And I feel like that's a reasonable expectation to have of him. Right? I wonder if can y'all see when the light go off? I don't know if y'all can. Oh boy. Come on. This is what happens when y'all have time, when you have time lights. You know what I'm saying? Like I be thinking I'm moving back and forth, but I guess not enough. Other key takeaway points from the game, I don't really have none. I'm really hyped on that last second buzzer beater. It really, man, it had to be from beyond half court because it was only like 2.2, 2.1 when they inbounded it. Yeah, we allowed Utah back into the game way too easy. Lauri Markkanen had a freaking day. 35 points, but only 2 rebounds, 1 assist. That's crazy. But he was just he had a day. He was filling it up. Colin Sexton uncharacteristically scored 24 points. That's actually another person I want to talk about. Isaiah Collier. Out of USC, Bronny's teammate. It says he played 26 minutes, and I'm really surprised by that. I felt no impact from him on the game. And granted, he's a rookie. I'm not trying to be like too hard on him or anything, but like even from a defensive aspect, like I couldn't tell you when he was really out there doing anything. He had 6 points, he had 3 points. 3 points, 9 assists, 6 rebounds. So I guess he was passing the ball. It didn't feel like he was doing too much. Walker Kessler, screw you, big dog. Like that's real life. The fact that you're like 7 feet tall, pretty good looking, NBA athlete, and you're dating Miss America, yeah, that's greedy. That's greedy. You know what I'm saying? That's straight up. That's greedy. I don't like it. I've decided that I'm gonna sports hate you. Not in real life, but like I'm a sports hate you. Other than that, man, like I didn't feel like they had the bodies to really compete with us. Honestly, and I don't watch the Jazz as much, right? Like, so I watch the Hawks, obviously, and then I watch a lot of national games, just like what's on TV. I watched that game tonight. Caught the Lakers and the Mavs. LeBron doing that crazy dunk, but then they got blew out, and it wasn't even like a real good game. You know what I'm saying? So I was ready and prepared for the Hawks to play. I saw the Timberwolves. I didn't see the game. I just saw like the highlights of the Timberwolves game, and so like. But when I see somebody pop in one of those games, even from a role player perspective, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't seem crazy. Colin Sexton having 24 points. Excuse me. It's late, y'all. Colin Sexton having 24 points just seems like completely out of the blue to me. You know what I'm saying? Lord Marketing going for 35. That's a lot for me, right? Like I'm thinking he's scoring like a 21, 22 point score. Colin Sexton, I got you. Maybe in the teens. You know what I'm saying? So both of y'all popping tonight. And the crazy part is I don't necessarily feel like we had too many straight defensive lapses. I know Kessler got like 3 or 4 easy buckets just off us playing good defense, right? Like Clint, somebody getting a blow by, Clint rolling to help, making a contest on the shot or a block, Kessler getting a cleanup. You know what I'm saying? Like that's you got 6 to 8 points just off that. Marketing, I don't even feel like he was like bouncing, taking people off the dribble. It just more so was penetration, open three type thing. You know what I'm saying? And late contest. I know I'm kind of all over the place. Dyson Daniels, they should write classes on how he contests threes. You know what I'm saying? Make or miss. His contest is beautiful. Like hand up, attack the shooter's hand, body to the side, so that even if they do kick out, you're not gonna touch him. Land away from the shooter. Like even at a dead sprint, he's gonna give you a great contest, and that is like that's it's textbook. I love some good defense. And Quinn has instilled good defense, right? Like I know you see 121 points, you're like, what are you talking about? Good defense? Like watching the game, it didn't look like there was anybody just dogging it on defense, right? Like even guys who aren't like physically up to par for defense. You know what I'm saying? Like Garrison Matthews, Trae Young. Bogey's a tough nose defender. But like those two guys, like they weren't like just quitting. Like even when Patty was going off, Trae was like literally trying to check him, like fighting through screens type vibe. So like I think defensively we're in a good spot. We're should be 4 seed still after tonight. But even if we were, shouldn't drop no more lower than 5. Love where we're at right now. 37 games in, 19, 37 games in. Getting close to that halfway mark, right? Would love to stay above 500 at the halfway mark. It's something we haven't done in a couple of years. So like I would love to see that, love to do that. Looking forward to more games from our Hawks. So you guys check us out at BOAF Media on all platforms, right? Sync that up. So like TikTok, as long as it's around for like maybe a week. We're not on Lemonade yet, but when we get there, it'll be that. YouTube, obviously, Instagram, Facebook. It's all the same. BOAF Media. Check us out. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. It's been your boy Q City. I'm out. Peace.